Hey, what's going on, you kings and queens? Thank you for joining today and Feel More Good group. Are you ready to feel more good today? And I want to start off by saying super thank you to Melanie for giving me the honor and privilege to be on here today to share with you some of the biggest things that helped me live life on my own terms. It really changed my mindset to have more abundance and also to live it the way I want to live it. Okay, it really all stems from. So today's message is all about how to take hold of our mindset and kind of shift that from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset and what that really means. And while I'm hopping on here, how y'all doing today? I want to hear more about you. Where you coming from right now? Where you watching from? Currently, I'm in Dublin, Ireland, and I never thought I would be here. And the way I got here, is a huge part of what I'm talking about today. This helped me a lot in my adventure, becoming better and feeling more good every single day. So, looking forward to seeing how y'all are doing as well. And to start this whole thing off, I should probably tell you more about how it's going to help you in the future more than it is right now. A lot of people, we see them, they're not living life on their own terms. It isn't because they have not enough resources, or lack of clients, or lack of knowledge. Those things have a contributing factor to it, but the biggest thing that stops us and stunts us from really living life on our own terms is one single concept. We call it limiting belief. Because there's people out there right now who has less knowledge, less talent, and less promise everything than you do, or somebody else may have, but they're living life the way they want to, simply because they chose to and said they could. Really all it comes down to. At the end of the day, the people who believe they can do something that the whole world said they couldn't do are the ones who actually do it. Because of this quote I love referencing all the time. And it's really simple. There's two kinds of people in the world. Those that say they can, and those that say they can't. And the sad truth behind it is, 9 times out of 10, they're both correct. The person who says they can do something will normally make it happen. There's people out there who overcame so much that would seem impossible for most. Because they said they could do that, it what made the big difference in their life. And it goes for everything. And if you don't mind, let me share a story with you that may help inspire you and really see just how powerful this whole mindset really is. Because it all starts with us. When I was a kid, you know who I am. My name's Jordansuberllc. I own a marketing agency where I help thousands of people around the world live life in their own terms by looking at the market and brand, what they're doing. I'm also the published author of 2 books. But what's more important, in all my achievements or my accolades or how I'm traveling the world, is that where I came from and where I'm going now. And my plan is to get to a point in my life where I'm helping millions of people, if not billions of people, live life in their own terms and do what they want to do. And this means making hospitals and gardens and businesses and schools, even hopefully even towns and cities. They're all renewable energy and self-sustaining, and actually help promote the welfare, but also give people the resources and the tools to do so. The stuff that we should have been taught in school. How to make money, how to handle money, financial literacy, how to learn a skill that we love to do, and how to find our passions. So we really think about it. So often we see people going to college or doing a job that is despised or hate, and it's like 80% of them are that way. And it all stems from how we're being taught and what we're being given. So this whole thing is going to help flip the switch on that. And if you're watching this live right now, hashtag king or queen below. If you're watching this as a replay, hashtag royal below. And again, thank you all for joining so much. I'm looking forward to hearing more from you guys as well during this discussion and this little intimate talk we're having. So those are some of my big plans, but for me to dream that massively to make over $1 trillion, I can use that money to help more people, help homelessness, and help people who are trying to live their dreams, is where I came from. You know, like I said before, I was born with high level lead poisoning, and I'm able to overcome that. And you know what that means, you know, most people will either die or become mentally impaired if they have lead poisoning. And obviously I'm still alive, and as far as I know, I'm not mentally impaired either. So that definitely was either a blessing or was supposed to happen to make me who I am now. Which is going to be a huge part of, if you stay to the end, what it really means to shift our mindset and use what we've been through. And on top of that, you know, I was born into a broken home where violence is some of my earliest memories. Well, I remember seeing my mom get beat up and thrown down the staircase when I was like 4 or 5, maybe even younger. I was also molested as a child by older guys and was paired with their little sister as well. I was homeless off and on from 12 to 18 and really had to fend for myself and, you know, learn how to survive and learn how to change my mindset from going through that. And I'm not saying this, you know, make you feel bad for me, but to understand about what you're going through, you can overcome it. Where you are right now in this very moment is supposed to happen. So just embrace that and learn to overcome with that. Like for myself, you know, there's people out there who had it way worse than I did, but they overcame it and became who they are, like Helen Keller, for example, and so many others. And really what it comes down to is how do we see what's going on? Instead of saying, why me, you should be saying, try me. And, you know, on top of all those things, being homeless off and on and lead poisoning and everything else, you know, I was never in school because I was always having to leave or sleep on the couch in my friend's house or sleep on the bench when it was snowing outside and so many other things. And I've used all those experiences to help me shift my mindset now to the point where now I own a marketing agency. I published 2 books. I do public speaking. I had a 4.0 GPA in college, was top of my class, and I tutored like all the people in my class. I was a psychology club president and a full ride to college on an all honors program. And again, that's not to brag or to impress you, but to impress upon you that no matter what's going on, you can really get past that. And it really stems from this super simple concept that I've learned is every time something's happening in your life, you gotta ask yourself, how can you overcome this? And what am I learning from this experience? Like for me, I've learned how to survive and how to take risks to actually be a humble entrepreneur by being homeless off and on, realizing that at the end of the day, we're gonna be judged either way, and life is gonna be hard. It's not black and white or gray. I mean, there's no just one or the other. There's always gonna be both. We have to really embrace that to become our purest self and our best versions. Instead of having that, you know, negative positivity when people think it's only good stuff, only good vibes. You have to realize that bad vibes are helping us see what the potential is in our life and what we can learn and grow from that. So ask yourself right now, like, what are you going through right now that you think is hard for you? And how can you overcome that? What things can you do? Hey, thank you so much for the hearts, everybody. What things can you do to really use that to your advantage? Because what's happening to you right now, I promise you, is helping you become who you're meant to be, who you're destined to be, and who you know you can be. I'm going to say that one more time. What's happening right now in your life, or happened before, is helping you get to the point of where you should be in your life, who you should be, and who you're destined to be. The person that you know you can be. Because you're here for a reason, for a purpose. Thank you so much, Melanie. I'm so glad you're watching live with me. And who you are, the person who you think you can be, really stems from that one concept. That's one of the best ways to shift ourselves from having that fixed mindset to that growth mindset. And for those who don't know what that means, a fixed mindset is when you see something and you say you can't overcome that. It is my pleasure. I'm so glad you felt that. I'm so glad you have some resonance with what I just said. And I really can't stress it anymore to everybody watching or who will watch in the future. It's like, what we go through is literally what's making us our best selves. I'm always telling my clients and people I work with that your ideal client is just a past version of yourself. So when you're overcoming the hardest thing in your life right now, you have to ask yourself, is this the hardest thing I've ever done? If it is, that's just going to tell you that you're meant to help other people overcome that same thing. Like for me, I've been homeless off and on and had no money and couldn't live my dreams. So now I use that experience to teach other people how to overcome their hardest stuff as well and live their dreams on their own purpose. Which is why I'm so huge on financial literacy, making a lot of money, not for the money, but for the asset of it being a tool to use that to help more people. And like I was saying, we should really think about what's going on in our life and ask ourselves, what is going on? Is the fixed mindset we're having or the growth mindset? And the fixed is just saying, if I'm born this way, I would never become better. If I can't get into this college, I'm just not meant to go to school. If I can't get this person to like me, that's just how it is. If I can't do good on a test or good at a job or start a business, all those things are the same exact thing. We gotta shift our mindset to saying, how can I do this? How can I overcome this thing? How can I get into that college or get to that job or make my business profitable? Ooh, I love that, Melanie. What you want to burn in others must burn in yourself first. Must burn in you first. Yes, that is so spot on. Like I was saying, what we are trying to do in our life has to start with us. We want other people to get past that burn, that fire, that tarnish. We first for ourselves to really understand on a base level and a spiritual level even on what that experience really means to us. Which is why I'm so huge on not having that toxic positivity where we only think about love and light and there's no dark. We need both sides. We need both aspects. It is part of the human experience. I'm saying, we're literally spiritual beings in the human body, and we're trying to embody all aspects of our life. That doesn't mean that, we should only embrace the dark side and want to live off nothing, because there's nothing noble about being in poverty or being in the dark. But we have to know that it is there for a purpose and it's serving us for our Most High. I hope you caught that. So that's definitely one of the biggest things I want to talk about first is, I'm doing this live series every Friday now for a while because Melanie is so awesome and gracious, telling me beyond him. And I feel like the best way to start this whole series is to start on our mindset. Because that is the biggest thing that's going to help us get to the next level. It doesn't matter if we have all the tools and resources and connections and know-how if we don't believe in ourselves first. Otherwise, it doesn't matter. Like for me, when I did not believe in myself fully, I wasn't making a lot of money. I wasn't doing what I wanted to do. I wasn't traveling the world to Dublin, Ireland, and other places. I was kind of in that mode of being survival instead of thriving. It all stems from the mind. So once you have this thing fixing your mind, how to go from growth to fix, or fix to growth, it becomes way easier. So the next point I add to this is, every time you catch yourself thinking that you can't do something or something's not going to work out for you, I want you to replace that with, how can I make this work for me? Or what is this teaching me? What can I do to make sure I can overcome this? That's one of the best ways to get past, that fixed mindset. You're understanding how to go from that point to a point of abundance and how to overcome everything. The next thing I want to add on to this is what's helped me so much in my life, and you stay to the end, I have a super special technique I use every single week. You can do this every month, every year, every day if you want to. It really helped me change my whole entire life and take me to the next level, actually living life on my own terms. But first, let me just talk about the importance of going through the hard times and connecting with people and sharing that experience with others. Right now, I'm sharing what happened to me. So once we are able to share our struggles and our downfalls, we're pretty much giving away the power. We're able to talk about it, we're able to say, this happened to me, but I learned this from that point. And we kind of become that lighthouse for other people so they can get past that and be that beacon that people can see where to go and to cut the learning curve. Because there's someone out there, maybe it's me, maybe it's Melanie, maybe it's somebody else out there who may have one piece of device that can help you get to the next level just because they already been through that. How many huge component of thinking though, we're all in this together, this co-creation of this experience, so we can learn from one another and really become the people we're meant to be, help cut that learning curve to make it quicker for us. Another key thing for me that I've also been trying to really embody is realizing just how important it is to share our experience with other people. By doing so, like I said before, we're relieving the power from that over us. So comment below, what is some limiting belief that you've had in the past or even right now that you think is holding you back? Or what other people have been holding back because of that limiting belief? What is something you have overcame in your past to help other people do the same now? Because I'm sure what you say below can really help inspire other people to get past that. Maybe it is that you're not smart enough, or you're not attractive enough, or you're not born to the right family, or that you never had a business before, or you didn't go to the right college or had the right upbringings. There's so many different aspects out there people can say, but once you really voice it out loud and see what it is, like, maybe I can overcome this. Maybe I can do this. This person did it, so why can't I? Because there's no one out there who's that much better than anybody else. They're just different in their own way. So if somebody else can overcome something, so can you. This has been my biggest mindset on how to overcome other things and really become my best selves. Is seeing people like MLK or Einstein or so many other people out there, who've done crazy feats and help so many people in the world. Like, well, if they can do it, why can't I? This is the thing too. And it kind of segues into my next point. I'm realizing that every time you're envious for other people or feel like you can't do something, is remind yourself if they did that as this reflection of who we are. So we see something we love about somebody else, or we really like that about somebody else, that's just us seeing that in ourselves. Like for me, I love when I see people do public speaking, because I like public speaking. But when I was a kid, I hated it. I thought I couldn't speak good enough. But one of my limiting beliefs was the way I talked is a huge thing for it. So by doing that switcheroo, it helped me see the goodness in other people to become my best self. And the same is true if you see something we don't like in somebody else. This is the universe's way of showing us our shadow side, saying, if you don't like the way this person is treating you or other people, maybe look at yourself and reflect on that to say, am I doing this too to other people? That's all we're here for. We're all here as co-creation for that purpose. And then Melanie said, I'm no worthy. That belief has held me back a lot. Also started a watch party for this video on my personal page. Lock the fuck over there. Okay, so I don't see all your comments on this thread since Mary just told me about that, but I would definitely reply back to them on her page or this page when I do see them after this live video. And say I'm not worthy. I love that you brought that up because that's one of the biggest things. A lot of people feel like they're not worthy of having all their dreams come true or having the abundance they want. And I feel like a lot of it is due to how society has brought us up. Only the elites, the top of the top 1% can have that, which is so far from the truth. I want to be really real with you right now. Your birthright is abundance. You're kings and queens. You're here for a purpose. Your destiny is to really live out your dreams. That's why you have them. I'm so big on that. And this is why it makes you so worthy of having that. Another thing I'm always saying to people too is like when I'm doing public speaking is if we're not sharing our gifts and sharing what we have and our dreams, we're just being selfish. Because we have them for a reason. And we don't do it because we're afraid of not being worthy or afraid of not being good enough. We're just holding back that gift to other people. I heard this quote before that was saying, there's two amazing things about life. The first one is once you find your purpose and your passion. And then the next biggest thing is when you give it away as a gift. That's why we have them. We have this purpose and this passions and all these abilities and talents so we can serve other people who we are as a whole and what we're actually trying to do. That has been one of the biggest things I've changed in my life, and realizing that helped me so much because that's why we're here. And I don't want to go for too long. I've only been 20 minutes now. I'm going to wrap this up with two main points to stay to the end to see that. If you're watching right now, I probably won't see it now, but type in Royal or King or Queen if you're watching this live, and type in Royal if you're watching this as a replay. And for those of you just tuning in, my name is Jordansuberllc. Melanie has given me the honor to come on Fridays to help sell some of my stories, stuff I've been through to help you become your best versions and life in your own terms. But now I know I have a marketing agency that helping a lot of people live life in their own terms, and I'm also writing books and doing videos as well. But if you saw my past, definitely go watch this video from the beginning so you'll see that. Because where I'm at now in Dublin, Ireland, I never thought it would be possible. And this is the thing I do every single Sunday. It has helped me really take ownership of my life. And that is the next point after that, right? You need to stay to the end to really see on how to have life in your own terms. But first things first is if you want to find your passion and your purpose in life, if you've watched me before with Melanie talking about your 3 circles on what you love to do, what you are good at, and what the world value, definitely go watch that with her on her page. You can see that. I'll briefly touch on that too. But the main thing I want to add is this, taking stock in our own lives. I have this handout. If you message me, I'll send to you for free on how to do this super easily and fill in things every single week. But it's super simple. You grade yourself on all aspects of your life, from spirituality, from physically, mentally, emotionally, socially, financially, on your goals and overall. Once we have all points, we can say from 1 to 10, 1 being the least and 10 being the most. How am I feeling right now in this area of my life? I've learned, no one likes to be told what to do. We like to be given the ability to do it ourselves. That's why I love this exercise. And I'm also a huge believer of never totally use somebody else like me or anybody else out there as like your main totem, your mentor, your guru. Because you're your own guru. You'll know everything you need to know to really become your best self and live your own terms. No one can do that for you. I have tons of people that I listen to and I admire and I watch, like Melanie, for example. But I also know at the end of the day, it all comes down to me. Because no one can tell me what I need to do in my life but me. Because what works for somebody else may not work for you. I want a big thing we take away from this is always learn from other people, but always make sure you're the one making decisions. So we can totally entertain ideas and listen to them without fully accepting them or doing what they say. But back to the point at hand is, rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10 on all aspects of your life. I normally start off with overall. How am I feeling right now? Maybe I'm a 6. What can I do to change that? And write down what I can do to change that. That way I'm my own mentor, my own guru. And as an extra bonus, I never go higher than or up to a 10. Because we can always be improving. A lot of people become stagnant or complacent because they're used to what's going on. So when we have it at 9.5 or even 9.9, we always strive the next week or next month, next year to make it up a point higher. So 9.999, as high as we can. Every single time we're always striving to do more and more of that aspect. So right now you can try if you want to while you're watching, even in the comments or on your notepad or computer document, what was best for you is to comment down how you feel right now on your whole life overall. And then how you feel on your mission, purpose, your goal in life. Are you a 5? Are you a 7? Are you a 9? And then how can you make that even better? And also for spiritually, socially, emotionally, physically, the whole 9 yards, all the socially, ask yourself, if I'm at a 7 financially, what can I do to make that a 9? I could be on more sales calls, I could network more, I could upgrade my packages or find a way to lower my margins, make more money on every transaction. Maybe it's socially. If my socially right now I'm at a 3, what can I do to make it a 5 or a 6 or a 9? I could do more events with people I love and care for and hang out with them. I could go to a new city, a new continent, and meet new people and connect with new people. I could go on a live video and talk to people and be social with them. And we really do this. It helps us become our own guru and find out the areas in our life that's lacking, help us determine how we can raise it. That way, every single week or month or year, you kind of have a guideline on what you need to be doing because you just told yourself on how to do it. And an extra thing you can do on top of this is, what should you not be doing? What is something on that list, maybe it's emotionally or physically, that is hurting your points? So the positive and the also negative. So right now I'm at a 5 physically. What can I do to become a 7? And what is making me at a 5? What is taking off points from that 7? Maybe because I'm not working out, or I'm sleeping not enough, or I'm doing drugs or drinking, or whatever the case might be for you. All different things will help determine why you are not as high you want to be, and how you can raise it higher, and also take down the negative points. I know that sounds super confusing the way I worded that. So one more time I'll say it for you is, you need to have on both aspects to get to that 10 or that 9. What can you do to make it a 9 from a 5 to a 9? And what is happening right now in your life that you aren't doing that is making it that 5? So if it's financially, it's like, I'm not making sales calls, I'm not hiring my packages, I'm not expanding my business, I'm not doing X, Y, and Z. And that way you know what you can do and what you shouldn't be doing. So they help bring it home for you. Because every single week you kind of see a trend on where you're going, if you're on the right track or not. I do this all the time, and I've made thousands and thousands of way more dollars because of doing this, and become way more happier and more intentional and more purposeful because I do this exercise all the time. This is by far my favorite thing to do to get my life on track and make sure I'm always leveling up. And to go back to what you love to do, what you're good at, what the world values. You haven't found your passion yet. If you have, comment below. What is your passion? What do you love to do? What brings your soul on fire? If you don't know, these 3 questions can help you answer that. What do you love to do? And it could be anything. If you love helping people, if you love singing, if you love doing yoga, if you love public speaking or doing marketing or sales or whatever it might be, what do you love to do? That's the first thing to take down. But it all starts from us, like I've been trying to say. Next thing is, what are you good at doing? Because you need to have loving and also be good at it. You don't have to be good at something to, make it your passion, but it normally really helps. The talents that you're born with are there for a reason, to help find a way for you to actually combine them together. So always try to capitalize on your strengths and don't ignore your weaknesses, but realize your strengths are there for a reason to help you live that purpose. For me, I'm not good at singing, so I'll not be trying to sing, even though I love singing. So, find correlation between those two. And number 3 is, what does the world value? Because we get paid in equal proportions for what we do as a service to other people. And being the kings and queens that we are, it's all about giving that service to other people. We are literally here to help other people. If we are not making the world better or the people in it better, then what's the point? That's something I truly live by. It helped me so much. If we're not here making the world a better place or people's lives in it better, then we're kind of just wasting a lot of potential. And I know each one of you have so much to offer. Otherwise you wouldn't be here. And I know and believe in you. So definitely use those 3 things to find out what your passion and purpose is, and to go all in on that. And when you use that, taking stock in your life with it, you're always going to find a way to be really intentional and purposeful all the time. And every time you catch yourself slipping or not living up to your potential, you ask yourself, what is this teaching me? What can I do to fix my mindset from a fixed one to a growth one? And how can I really embody my passions and my purpose? And it's really bringing this home. I want to end this one simple thing. That you, yes you, are worthy of everything you want in your life. Not when you're more attractive, not when you're more intelligent, or have more accolades, or own a Tesla car, not when any external factor deems you so. You're worthy right now of everything you want and so much more. Let that sink in. You're truly worthy of everything you want in life. It all starts with us. We're all in this together, but it all begins with you. Once you truly believe in yourself, you will start seeing doors fly open you never thought was possible. Because it all comes down to, do we see ourselves as worthy? If we're going through life and we're meeting people that make us feel bad or aren't being good to us, this is a reflection on our own self saying we need to fix something and adjust something. As always, we're all kings and queens. It all begins with you. Abundance is your birthright, and you are worthy of everything. Not when I tell you to, or when society tells you, not when anyone deems you or tells you that you are able to. You don't need any permission or approval to do this, besides your own. So, again, thank you all for joining. Definitely go share this video with your friends, people who think you could benefit from this. I'll be going live on Fridays in the Feel More Good group. Definitely a huge shout out to Melanie for putting all these amazing people together. I'm so honored and blessed to be connected with you. And I hope you felt more good today. I love you all. Namaste. Remember, you are worthy of everything you want in life and so much more. I believe in you and I love you.